Please note that this educational video was produced a generation ago. For that reason it has been re-edited with new graphics and audio in order to give the viewer a more clear presentation of this timeless hair styling education. The panel-to-panel technique used in the video was designed by Michael as a visual tool to help his students understand the fundamental basics that are used to cut short hair with speed and precision. Please keep in mind that these clipper cutting techniques can be utilized for any type of short hair style and are meant to enhance and inspire creative vision, which is required skill in order to become a world-class hair cutter. Welcome to the Michael Della Penna Hair Design Series. Michael has won recognition and awards in both national and international hair styling competitions. His work is in the forefront of hair styling and fashion innovation, and can often be seen in leading hair industry publications. He has traveled the world successfully training many students and professional hair stylists in both men's and women's hair design, cutting and styling techniques, salon client relations, and the art of international competitions. We are confident the winning techniques contained in these lessons will give you the insight necessary for personal and financial success as a hairstyling professional. Design number 2. Women's classic clipper over comb, panel-to-panel technique. The back and sides of the head are visually separated into 5 sections. Using a wide comb and a number 1 clipper blade. Begin at the bottom of panel number 1 and continue working up to the occipital bone. Repeat cutting over this panel as many times as it takes until you can see the contrast when comparing the other 2 back panels. Remember that this first panel will be the guide for all of the other panels. Move on to the next panel using the exact cutting technique as the first. With the comb moving slower than the clippers, keep the blade of the clipper within the body of the comb. Always keep the teeth of the comb pointed upwards towards the ceiling to avoid lines and gouges in the hair and on the scalp. Think of the comb as being a type of clipper guard and as an important tool that pushes the bottom of the comb into the scalp so the hair can come straight through the teeth, ensuring that the clipper will be able to cut the hair. On to the final back panel. The clipper over comb technique is a true free-hand sculpting technique that does not rely on a fixed guard attachment. It forces you to be more focused on hand-to-eye coordination and control. This allows you the ability to raise the level of your creativity and give you the opportunity to work on a new skill set. Then on to the panel over the left ear and then the right ear. When working around the ears, always work slower as not to injure your client. Change to an adjustable clipper. Set the blade for a closer cut and use a fine tooth taper comb. Start to soften the very bottom of the neckline. Make sure to point the teeth of the comb upwards and try combing the hairs on the nape to a 90-degree angle away from the skin. Use a T-edger clipper to sculpt in the outline around the ears and the neckline. Do not put in your line on the back of the neck until you complete the panel-to-panel technique. Please pay close attention. We have seen many stylists cut the neckline before they cut anything else. This is incorrect when creating beautiful finished short haircuts. If the neckline is cut in first, it will almost always be too high and not straight when the cut is finished. Use a mirror or step back when placing a line on the nape in order to study the shape. Create a concave line to begin with because you can always come back to the neckline and round the corners. This step must be done after all of the bulk is removed. Here we are using the triple shear for a unique style of texturizing. This technique works best with straight hair. Use a shear undercomb technique by lifting the hair with a wide comb. Use the points of the triple shears to texturize the fringe and the top of the head to create a soft finish. Continue texturizing the frontal fringe and top layer until you start to see the effect of the triple shears. If you liked this tutorial lesson, please share it with others. And do not forget to click the subscribe and the like buttons to help promote our haircutting education channel.